John Henry is a folk song about a man who races a machine. He wins, then he dies. The song is more than 100 years old, and it still hits close to home. It asks a question we recognize instantly. What happens when machines get better than us? The story is simple, almost mythic. John Henry is a steel driver. His job is to swing a hammer all day, driving steel drills into solid rock so explosives can be set behind them. He doesn't work alone. Next to him is a shaker, the man who holds the steel drill steady while the hammer comes down. Miss your timing, and the shaker loses fingers. Miss badly, and he loses a hand. It's brutal work, precise, dangerous. Then one day, a steam-powered drill arrives at the site. Management has an idea. Let's race the machine against the man. John Henry agrees. In the song, he swings harder than anyone should be able to. He beats the machine. The tunnel gets finished. And then John Henry lies down and dies with his hammer still in his hand. This isn't a victory song. It's a work song, a memorial. John Henry comes from the late 19th century, in the decades after the American Civil War. Railroads were spreading fast. The work was exhausting, often fatal. Many of the labourers were black men, formerly enslaved, prisoners leased to private companies, people whose lives were treated as disposable. These songs weren't written to be performed. They were tools. The rhythm helped men swing together, strike together, survive the day. Before it ever reached paper, John Henry lived in voices. It shifted, it changed details, but the core stayed. Folklorists first wrote it down in 1909. By then, it had already been circulating for decades. To understand the song, it helps to hear how close it once was to physical labour. We're going to play a brief excerpt from a 1939 field recording of Arthur Bell, recorded while he was actually swinging his hammer. Listen to the tempo. Notice how the rhythm isn't polished or even. It speeds up and slows down with the effort. This isn't music added on top of work. It is the work.
John Henry told his old captain that a man ain't nothing but a man. Before I let your steel gang down, I will die with the hammer in my hand. Oh Lordy, die with the hammer in my hand.
On the surface, John Henry sounds like a song about strength and pride. Underneath, it's about cost. The song doesn't reject technology. The steam drill isn't evil. It's efficient. The question it asks is quieter. What happens to human dignity when productivity becomes the only thing that matters? John Henry proves that a man can beat a machine. The song asks whether that proof was worth dying for. As John Henry moved out of work camps and into popular music, it kept changing. Leadbelly recorded several versions in the 1930s and 40s. His John Henry is stripped down and tense, driven by voice and 12-string guitar.
John Henry had another little woman. Her name was ballad.
Then comes the folk revival. Here's a short excerpt from Pete Seeger's version from the 1950s. Listen to the mood shift. It's faster, lighter, almost cheerful. The song becomes something you can sing together.
John Henry said to his shaker, "Shaker, why don't you sing? 'Cause I'm swinging 30 pounds from my hips on down. Just listen to that cool steel ring."
That version kept the song alive, but it also softens the warning. John Henry becomes a hero you sing along with, not a story you sit quietly with. Johnny Cash went the opposite direction. In the legend of John Henry's hammer, he slows everything down. The story feels heavy, inevitable. It sounds less like a song and more like fate being recited out loud.
2 engines get rewarded for their steam.
And John Henry said to his captain,
said a man ain't nothing but a man.
Bruce Springsteen recorded John Henry decades later for the Seeger sessions. The arrangement grows dense. Horns and percussion pile on. The song turns into a collective shout.
But he worked so hard, he broke his heart. John Henry, his hammer had died, Lord, Lord. John Henry laid down his hammer and died.
So what does the story mean now? Is there still room for humans when machines don't get tired? We made our own version of John Henry. Same words, different weight. The rhythm is still there. But instead of hammering steel into rock, imagine something else. Typing. As fast as you can. Trying to outrun today's steam engine. So who wins this time? The man or the machine? This is John Henry.
John Henry was a little baby sitting on his pappy's knee. He grabbed a hammer and a little piece of steel, said, "This hammer'll be the death of me, Lord, Lord, this hammer'll be the death of me." Now the captain said to John Henry, "I'm gonna bring that steam drill around. I'm gonna take that steam drill out on the job. I'm gonna warp that steel on down, Lord, Lord, gonna warp that steel on down." John Henry told his captain, "A man ain't nothing but a man. But before I let that steam drill beat me down, I'll die with my hammer in my hand, Lord, Lord, I'll die with my hammer in my hand." John Henry said to his shaker, "Now shaker, why don't you sing? 'Cause I'm throwing 12 pounds from my hips on down. Just listen to that cold steel ring, Lord, Lord, just listen to that cold steel ring." The man that invented the steam drill, he thought he was mighty fine. But John Henry, he made 14 feet, while the steam drill only made 9. Lord, Lord, the steam drill only made 9. John Henry. John Henry. John Henry. John Henry. John Henry hammered on the mountain till his hammer was striking fire. He drove so hard he broke his poor heart. Then he laid down his hammer and he died. Lord, Lord, he laid down his hammer and he died. They took John Henry to the graveyard and they buried him in the sand. And every locomotive comes rolling by, says, "Here lies a steel driving man, Lord, Lord, here lies a steel driving man." Now some say he was born in Texas, and some say he was born in Maine. But I don't give a damn where that poor boy was born. He was a steel driving man. Lord, Lord, he was a steel driving man.